Welcome back to scenic South Edmonton as we get set for one of our final games of the day here at the George S. Hughes Southside Arena. For summer ball hockey action, we are in the U18 division for the JHL here on Silent Ice TV. I am Graham Mosman. Thank you so much for joining us here as we get set to bring you this matchup of the U18 division, which will be all kinds of spicy, I am sure, as we have in the black and gold Ghaint Gabrus. They'll be facing off against the orange and black Tigers. I know, it's shocking that the Tigers would be the ones in orange. I don't know how you figured that out. It took me a little while too. As we get set to work on this one here on Silent Ice TV. Friends on both sides of this matchup, I am sure. Family in the stands. Officials on the ice. I'm Graham Mosman, so excited to have you here with us on Silent Ice TV as we prepare for this one. A sweltering 28 degrees here in South Edmonton at the moment. Only sure to get hotter as this game powers on today. Once again, my name is Graham Mosman. We have Zach on production and John running camera for us here today as we prepare for this one. Just seconds away from getting underway here on Silent Ice TV. A ball is dropped and off we go. Jumping on that one to start is Ghaint Gabrus. They will try to pass across, unable to do so. Tigers will come up with it, screaming down the other end on this one. Chance now as this one is pushed ahead. Ball goes behind the net. Gabrus coming up with it. Tigers knock that one down. As this ball is jumped on by Gabrus and go end to end. Tigers will reset and prepare. Want to give a shout out to one of our officials with a full leg sleeve and pink shoes. Excuse me, we are not ready for your fashion prowess. Ball is dropped, we are underway. Tigers win the faceoff, but Gabrus jumps on it as this ball will be pushed into the zone. That is Jinsa. Ball along the boards. Tigers will come up with it now, pushing back into the zone. Chasing that one down is Alex Lupien. Lupien passes across, jumped on here by Gabrus. Tigers defense will take that. Defense for the Ghaint Gabrus will knock it down there as that is Veshy Binder. Binder jumps on it, tries to go over the pass, that knocked down there by Andrews. Tigers have a chance out here, 2-on-1. Tigers pushing into the zone. Shot fired on, wide, rebound into the waiting hands of Jemjo Gill. As Gill jumps on that one. Rebounds are very much the name of the game here in JHL Summer Ball Hockey. Carter Davison facing off here against Amjad Gill. Gill wins that one. Push along the boards as the Tigers will end up coming up with this one. Waiting there, though, is Revdier for Gabrus. They will be unable to find some time in the zone as the Tigers will come streaming back here the other way. That ball goes behind the net. Jumping on that one is Johal. Johal fights off the check, pushes it ahead, and the Tigers will maintain the zone as Feuder pushes that in. Chance out here. Ball goes in front and end to end, going off the just off the tail of Ethan Irish. No icing on the play as the Tigers will go to reset here. Tigers entering the zone. Moving in with speed. Going for a spill, there is Johal. Tigers come up with it now. Swarming on that one as they will have to reset. Firing that into the offensive zone is Kylan Elliott. Ghaint Gabrus will come up with that one. Or Ghaint Gabrus, excuse me. Johal now gets it knocked away. Ball ends up in the stick, excuse me. Johal takes it now, fires that one, that'll go just wide. Nice shot there by Uday Gill. Chance out here, ball pushed on net and gobbled up as that ball ends up in the buckets of Kane Krushania in the red and white jersey, as is the name with goalies and especially ball hockey goalies. You try your best to make the jersey match. Vardy Binder going here now, and he will win the face-off. Ball pushed along the boards, fired out in front. Chance now here for Ghaint Gabrus, and they will be unable to find full purchase on that one. Chance now here for the offensive zone, fired in. That'll go wide. This ball pushed back. Ball in the corner. Gabrus hangs on. Waits. That's Binder now. Binder fights off the check, pushes it back to Kara. Kara pushes it in. Fighting off that check is the Tigers defenseman. Tigers will try to close zone and be able to do so. This ball fired on net, right into the blocker. Great shot there by Vardy Binder. Kara is able to knock that ball down, tries to fire it into the zone, but Tigers jump on it, and they will come screaming back here the other way. That is Brooke Irish, number 44, waiting for it. That ball goes across. Brassard waits, holds, passes across, one-timer, shoots, and that'll go just wide right. Pushing along the boards is Alex Lupien. Lupien and Binder will fight that one back and forth. Binder comes up with it, passes it forward to a player who has no number. Don't know who they are. They're just going to get called player for now, until we suss out exactly who that is. Perhaps a jersey issue early on in this one, as we have the icing call. And chance now for Ghaint Gabrus with some offensive zone time. One thing you can bank on for the Tigers is that they will absolutely wait for their opportunity to use their speed and make the other team really pay. As this ball comes loose, chance now here for Gill. Gill goes for the dodge, unable to do so, and jumping on that ball will be Ethan Irish. Irish will go pushing into the zone, knocked down there by Gill. Gill gets it across. Jumping on that one is Dahlwall. Dahlwall loses it. Tigers try to jump on it. Nice heads-up play there by Gill. As Ujay Gill will lose it to the Tigers defenseman. Ujay Gill fighting along the boards. Coming up with it is Irish. Irish passes across, getting that one to their partner, Hilton. Back to Feuder. Feuder waits, looking for a lane. Ripper of a pass going end-to-end. Chance down here for the Tigers. Fires that one just wide. Great shot attempt by William Purchase. Unable to find Purchase as that ball heads into the corner. As the Tigers wait for their opportunity. Fires that one, hits the mask, and will jump out. Ghaint tries to grab it. Tigers come up with it now. Passing in front. Shoots. Scores! That is a seeing eye pass from William Purchase. Rips it cross crease right into the waiting hands of their partner. Looks to be Ethan Irish on that one. Unreal pass and one-timer goal to make this a 1-0 Tigers lead. 7:23 left here in the first period. U18 Summer Ball Hockey, the JHL, is on Silent Ice TV. Coming up with that one is Ferland. Ferland backhands it in front, looking for a lane, unable to find it. This ball fired on net. It is caught up in the pads of Jeff Gill, and they will get right into it. Staring down the forward Might get a little spicy here. 7:30 for a local time. Here on Solid Ice TV, 7 minutes left in the first period. As we are back to get underway here at the George S. Hughes Southside Arena. Ball is down, away we go. Giant Gabrus comes up with it. They'll push this one ahead, and going for a run is Michal Dinsa. Dinsa loses that one as the Tigers will come up with it. Pass across here. Chance for Furlan. Furlan will lose that one as Gill will push it into the zone for Gabrus. Tigers have it now. Trying to go cross surface, unable to do so. As Giant Gabrus will pick that one up, and Javier Mander will fire that one down into the Tigers zone, and we will go for a run and reset here. 6:37 left in the first period. My name is Graham Mosman. Thanks for joining us here on Silent Ice TV. Feisty end-to-end action here. Giant Gabrus comes up with it. Giant moves it across. That ball will go D to D. Cutting that one off are the Tigers. And coming up with that ball will be Nate Broussard. Broussard will fire that one. It'll go wide. Jumping on that one is Irish. They will be unable to do so. We have a 3-on-2 chance here now for Giant Gabrus. That ball fired on net. Got up on the feet, and that will go in. Doesn't look like it was a kick. It just kind of bounced off the shins. Of Joban Brar. And you can see Brar having to adjust their socks there as that ball fires in and deflects off the pads and into the netting, and we have a 1-1 game here. 6:07 left in the first between the Tigers and Giant Gabrus. Tigers now have it. They'll have a chance, trying to re-up their lead. Deking out of that one is the fleet-handed Ben DeBow. Tigers the chance now, pass back, looking for a lane. Running through, going for a skis, Nathan Feuder. Feuder tries to find a lane. He does, shoots, and that one will jump up and out of play. It is deflected off the defenseman, so this one will stay in the Giant Gabrus zone. As the sounds of Kiss fill the Southside Arena. Gene Simmons, maybe a goober, does write a fun rock song. As Giant Gabrus comes up with this one, Tigers knock that one down. Great defensive play at the line, looking like the 2007 Minnesota Wild. Chance down here for the Tigers. That ball deflects wide, goes in front, pass cross, and the zone is cleared as Gabrus will try to jump on that one, unable to do so. Tigers going for a dipsy doodle dangle as Ben DeBolt outfoxes a handful of Giant defenders. Giant moves into the zone, fires that one across the boards. Going to meet that one will be Jason Dollywall. Dollywall loses that one as Irish comes up with it. Irish has to clear the zone, unable to do so. Joe Hall takes it, goes for a deke, backhands it on net. Ball is loose. Tigers come up with it, and they will go for a run to the other end of the rink now. Coming up with that one is Ben DeBolt, who will wait for reinforcements to come as Davison jumps on that one. Backhands back to the defense partner. Feuder pushes it ahead. Tries to go for the open pass in front, unable to find a lane. Gabrus jumps on it, and that one will go end to end, and we will have the icing call. 4:16 left here, 1-1 your score for U18 JHL ball hockey on Silent Ice TV. This game, even on the scoreboard, even on the surface as well, as these two teams are playing to the best of each other's strengths. So the Giant Gabrus will try to push ahead. It's been so interesting to watch the Tigers defense as they just line up flat at the red line and try to knock down anything that comes their way. Let's see if they do just that again, as they will be unable to fully knock that down as Gabrus pushes that into the zone. Giant Gabrus comes up with it. This ball fired on net, knocked off the blocker. Great save. Tigers will come up with it. Heads up play by Kane Kuchania. No icing on that one, as chasing it down will be Bajwa. Bajwa cross to Gill. Gill will lose it as the unnamed player has a chance now here. Looking for the cross ice pass. They will bounce it around and ultimately get a shot on net. Unable to fully get it on goal though, as Tigers will come streaming back the other way, pushing through the neutral zone with speed. Ball gets caught up in the feet of Gill. Jumping on that one is Dinsa. Dinsa tries to find a pass out front, nothing there, and Tigers will push this one across the room and the floor and clear the zone. Chance now here for the Tigers, 2-on-1. Ball fired on net, that'll go just wide right as Joel Hilton unable to put that one behind Gill. 2:50 left here in the first period, penalty coming, and we will have a body check going against looks like that'll be Giant Gabrus heading to the penalty kill. Oh, correction, Tigers will be heading to the penalty kill, as going to sit down is someone who's been all over the surface so far, Ash Furlan. Unsure if they have a style of play, reminiscent of their last namesake of former Calgary Flame and Carolina Hurricane, Michael Furlan, whose career was unfortunately ended far too soon due to concussions. Hell of a player, hell of a human being. Hope they're doing well as the ball is dropped, and this Giant Gabrus power play is underway as Feuder jumps on that one for the Tigers. They'll try to get some clearance time here, and unable to do so as Gill is the one that jumps on it here for the Giant Gabrus. Gill grabs it, fires into the zone. Ball goes behind the net. Tigers will curl back, fire it forward. Nice heads-up kick there to knock that ball down. Right at the line. Another errant pass goes way of the Tigers as they try to clear this one out. Uje Gill going for the forecheck there and unable to come up with the ball as the Tigers will go end-to-end here now. Short-handed, that ball fired and goes wide. Nice play off the stick of Ethan Irish. Giant Gabrus comes up with it. This one will get blown down on the icing. And we will head to the other side of this building. With a minute 51 to go here in the first period. 1-1 your score. Tigers and orange, Giant Gabrus in black and gold. Ball is down, off we go. Coming up with that one is Varjdeep Binder. Binder will take it. Binder tries to pass up to Shergill, unable to jump on that one as the Tigers will try to sneak that down. The unnamed player in black comes up with it though. Backhander goes on net, knocked down. Great save there. As Gabrus trying to make the most of this power play. Player takes it. Rugbying up along the boards. Tigers will come up with it, going and pushing through the neutral zone with speed. There to knock that pass down, though, is Ravdeep Sidhu. Unable to fully clear the zone, Tigers will fire this in and knock a few more seconds off of this penalty kill behind the net. Tigers take it. Going for the far side shot is Nate Brassard. The unnamed player passing it across, and Tigers come up with it here. Chance for a shot, forehand, backhand with the deke, shoots and knocks down, heads up dive to get on that one. What a play by Jeffjo Gill in goal. That's Kylan Elliott though, making the most of his number 87 Sidney Crosby-esque jersey, pulling out moves that would make a young Sid proud. But the thing that old Sid really wants to know, how good are the fundamentals? Ball is down, off we go. 40 seconds left here in this one. Tigers trying to find a zone, unable to make that happen as we have a fight along the boards here. As the Tigers defense will kill off the rest of this penalty kill. And going to meet that one is Dollywall. Tigers able to come up with it though and keep that across. They'll have some offensive zone time now. 13 seconds left. Tigers take it. Giant Gabrus pushes that one out beside the net. Jumping on that one though is Nate Broussard. 7 seconds left. Broussard here with a chance. 5 seconds. Curls it back. Waits. And that will do it. Broussard was looking for a lane, unable to find the clear path. And we go to the intermission here now. 1-1 your score as we head into the second. It's U18 ball hockey with the JHL here on Silent Ice TV. And we are back here for the second period here on Silent Ice TV. That first period brought to you by United Sport and Cycle. Our second period brought to you by Napper. 1-1 your score between Giant Gabrus and the Tigers. Tigers in orange, Giant in black. Couple moments where this game has looked to get into the very feisty territory, but cooler heads have prevailed. Keep an eye out here on the player in the center of your screen. That is William Purchase, who has had a gorgeous passing eye through the first period. Tigers will come up with it there as Feuder pushes it across, trying to get it up to Andrews. Andrews will chase down, or try to chase down the Giant Gabrus defender, unable to do so. Lupien will lose that one as Gill jumps on it. Pass goes across into the waiting mitts of the Tigers defense. Smooth, silky mitts there by Giant Gabrus defender, Sahib Johal. Johal tries to go end-to-end, unable to do so. Purchase has it now. Gets that ball up to Davison. Davison pushed off that one. As coming up with now is Giant Gabrus, as Varjdeep Binder will go for a run. Gets that across to Dollywall. Dollywall will lose that as the Tigers come flying back the other way. Purchase unable to snag that one out of the air, and that ball will be fired end to end. Jumping on that one is Joban Brar. Brar waiting for the pass, unable to hit that backhander though, as the Tigers defense gets involved here. Brar fights it off. Binder there for support. Binder has it. Binder curls around, looking for someone, pushes it on net. Loose ball, and diving through the crease is Jason Dollywall. Dollywall has it now. Tries to pass it across, gets caught up in the stick, and it bounces up. Brar now. Excuse me, that's Binder. Ball pushed in front, and snapped up by the goaltender as these two teams get a little feisty. A slash on one end, a rough on the other. We'll see how the refs carry this one out. Everything was looking okay up until someone's stick got slashed out of someone else's hand. The pushing comes up after that. And we now have a battle of the words back and forth as these two teams are going to get spicy. As our officials sort this one out. And no penalties either side. All right, we will push ahead. Both these teams are getting a talking to. And we are back underway here now as Ghaint Gabrus pushes that into the Tigers zone. Tigers coming up with it now. Tigers going D to D, that's Irish. Irish pushes that one up to Hilton. Hilton fighting off the check. He'll curl back, backhanding it off to his partner. Coming up with it is DeBolt. Ball in the corner, jumps back and forth. Looks like Giants come up with it here. And a heads-up play to track that one down by Nathan Feuder, who will move that ahead. Purchase unable to jump on it. Broussard takes it for the Tigers. Firing that one cross surface. Chance now here. Tigers unable to get that one on net. Nice defensive play there to keep that one out by Abjo Gill. Player gets up on that one. And there to meet it is Broussard for the Tigers, who will try to fire it up along the boards, but it'll curl up and out to play as these two teams will change. Fresh troops both sides. As the line of Kylan Elliott, Brooke Irish, William Purchase come out here. Purchase loses that draw. Gabrus to come up for it as Player pushes it ahead. That is Bender loses it. Player finds the loose ball. Gets caught up in the shins. Bender pushes it across to his partner. They'll go for the dangle. The defenseman for the Tigers able to fire that one out. Gabrus unable to clear the zone as the feet of Ghaint Gabrus end up going offside. Purchase now. Elliott tries to snag it for the Tigers. Elliott will do so. Loose ball. Brooke finds it, gets it across. Purchase fires that one up into the chest and gloved down by the smartly positioned Abjo Gill. .9:14 to go in the second period. U18 Summer Ball Hockey, the JHL on Silent Ice TV. So happy to have you here with us. I'm Graham Moseman. We got Zach on production, John on the camera, Lou Bega through the speakers. Nice play there by the Tigers defenseman to knock that one down and pass it across here. That ball, will be fired back and forth here as Ghaint Gabrus has a chance here now. Trying to find a lane, unable to do so. They will be fighting with some Tigers players as the Tigers are waiting for that icing, and they will get that call as looks like that was Sahab Johal firing that one end to end. Tigers win that one. Ball fired across surface. Backhanded behind the net. Davison fights off the check, backhands it around, tries to find an open Tiger, unable to do so. Tigers have it behind the net, open shot. Ball jumps up, fired on net. That'll go just wide. Tigers all over now. That has been to bolt number 20, just waiting for their opportunity. Ghaint Gabrus will try to clear the zone, get a break. They will do so, and Looks like these teams will change. That is some of the most offensive zone time we have seen so far here from the Tigers. The Tigers have been a very opportunistic team, really pushing to score on that transition. It's a strategy you see a lot in lacrosse, trying to take the best moments when you have the most open ice, because you have the speed of your feet, not the speed of your skates. And those line changes can be even more devastating if you time them improperly. Ghaint Gabrus comes up with the ball as they will fight their way into the zone. Brar tries to pass it across. That gobbled up by Purchase. Tigers will come storming back here the other way. That is Purchase losing that one as Gill fights them into the corner. Joe Brar there for reinforcements. Tigers come up with it, passes it back. Tigers go D to D. A little deke. Nathan Feuder has a chance here now. Wrister, that one will go just over the right shoulder of Gill. Ball behind the net as Kara will take it. Trying to find a lane. Tigers looking to jump on the loose ball in the neutral zone, and chance out here for Player. Tries to dangle out of Nathan Irish, unable to do so as they wait for their partner. As jumping on that one and waiting for the open pass is Varsity Binder, who's had a very nice game so far. Binder pushes it back to his partner. Binder takes it now. Goes for the dangle, backhands it out. Open lane, shot fired on. And that'll go, deflects across the net as coming up with that one is Brar. Brar loses it as the Tigers player just kind of fires it end to end. All speed there by Joel Hilton to negate the icing. Chance now here, Hilton looking for the passes. Ball fired on net. Great save, Gill. As jumping on that loose ball is Kara. Kara will fire it down, and the icing will be called. The players will be called to their benches, as both the Tigers and Ghaint Gabrus will change over here, as the very feisty line, Brooke Irish, Kylan Elliott, and Carter Davison gets set. We've seen that line all over this one. Davison gets it across to Irish now. Brooke takes it, goes for the backhander, but the ball just rolls off ahead of the heel of her stick. Davison backhands it on, shoots it, and gets that pass to her partners. Davison unable to put it in. Gabrus comes up with it. Ball gets gummed up in the feet, and running back the other way here will be Nathan Feuder. Feuder, cross to Irish. Irish up to Elliott. Elliott rolls in now. Chance for Brooke. Irish backhands it on, and unable to get a stick on it is Kylan Elliott. Davison fights along the boards. Ball is loose. Gabrus will come up with it. 3-on-2 the other way. Passes it ahead. Chance now for nobody, as that play is just a hair offside, as Joe Hall pushing up from the defense, looking skyward as they were just a hair ahead of their teammates. U18 JHL Summer Ball Hockey action on Silent Ice TV as the Tigers will come up with it now, going end to end. That's Ben DeBolt. DeBolt fires it on net and scores! What a shot and what a goal from Ben DeBolt. Finding the space on the concrete to go cross crease and rip that one in to make this a 2-1 Tigers lead. Still got some energy, so they will not trade off. Purchase goes for the face-off, as they will lose it. Coming up with it is Ghaint Gabrus. Giants take it. Ghaint Gabrus now curls around. That is Brar. Tries to find a zone, unable to do so. Tigers jump on it. Open lane here for the Tigers. They enter the zone. Pass across, no one there. Jumping on that one is the defenseman who will fire it on, and it is deflected and into the stick of Gill. Ghaint Gabrus going to come storming back here, 4-on-2. Chance now here to tie this one up. Puck gets caught up. Chance now, open lane, shot blocked. Ball comes up, fired on net, and then it's knocked away. Chance here, cross crease, scores! Heads up play by Jason Dollywall. Waiting for the pass, fires it in, and this game is tied up at 2. Take your high fives, head to the bench, and go for a well-deserved break. As this game is knotted up 2-2, 4:38 left here in the second period. Just a little ways over the halfway point of this one, U18 Summer Ball Hockey action. The JHL is on a Silent Ice TV. I am Graham Mosebin. As our player comes up with it, pushed in the back no call forthcoming though. Tigers will take it. Puck along the boards, Nathan Fuller unable to track that one down, and instead that will be Davison for the Tigers. Davison pushed up alongside Gill. Coming up with that one is the Tigers defense. Andrews pushing that one across to Feuder. Feuder will take it. Scopes out the surface. Fires that one up. Ball along the far end of boards as Ghaint Gabrus takes it. Player able to find a lane. Jumps it past looking for his teammate. Player to player almost becomes a reality as the Tigers jump on that one here as Ash Ferland takes it. Ferland crossed to Hilton. Nice stick work there by Brar, I believe, to knock that one down from the defensive side. Joe Hall there to meet it for Ghaint Gabrus. And they will have a chance here now for the 2-on-1. Player to player entering the zone. The puck loose, the ball loosely fired on net, excuse me. Open lane. Nice heads up play there by Kylan Elliott to deflect that one as Ash Ferland will try to take this loose ball, go for a skate. Ferland fires up, ball goes off the glass. Back to the defenseman as Irish comes up with it. Irish passes it across, one-timer, scores! Kylan Elliott off the beautiful tee-up from Ethan Irish. Picture perfect, and this is a 3-2 game. 2:33 left here in the second period. Don't even have the little bounce in their step. They just walk off with calm, cool confidence. They knew the second the ball was off their stick that it was going into the net. It's amazing what confidence does. Tigers moving with all kinds of speed now. Pushing through that check is Varjdeep Binder. Binder had a nice game here now for Ghaint Gabrus, but unable to really make their full mark. It's still right there. What a dangle by Binder. Fires that one on. That'll go just wide. Jumping on that ball is Hilton. Hilton will backhand it up. Chance now here for the Tigers coming in. DeBolt unable to get that one on net. What a save by Jabjo Gill. Using the Marc-Andre Fleury-esque poke check to pop that ball up into the netting. Causing a face-off here and bringing up fresh troops on either side as the Tigers looking to double up their lead with 1:58 left here in the second period. Ball is down. Tigers win that one. Ball fired on net. That'll go just wide. Hilton looking for the tip, unable to find it. Ghaint Gabrus comes up with it now. Passes it across. That'll be Brar. Gets it back. That ball fired on net. That'll go just wide right. Ball along the boards. Tigers are able to push it up here on the backhands. Running back down, that's Ben DeBolt looking for another lane. Shoots! Into the glove and out of the glove of Jeff Gill, but the ball did never cross the line. Just weren't able to get the full grip on it that they wanted, but hey, save is a save. They don't ask you how, they just ask you how many. As this game remains a 3-2 margin, 1:28 left in the second period. Nope, official's gonna call that no goal after a brief discussion. Despite the protestations of the Tigers, I believe that was the right call. Ball is dropped, face-off won by the Tigers, and they will push into the sidewall here. Chance now for, that is Johan Brar, trying to grab that loose ball and fire it on, but the Tigers using airspeed to get all over it as they enter the zone with numbers. Purchase now, tries to pass it across, unable to find DeBolt though. As Giant Gabrus will clear the zone and head back out, going across surface. That is Dollywall. Puck, ball fired on net, that'll go just wide left. Joe Hall fires it over the netting. The ball is loose up in the sticks. Joe Hall will take it. Passes it across D to D. 34 seconds. Slap shot. That goes just wide and high. Tigers trying to clear the zone. Heads up play by Joe Hall to jump on that pass. Ball fires that one off the blocker. Tigers clearing the zone. And nice play by Javier Mandir. Mander goes for the deke. Does not complete it, but jumping on it is Binder once again. Binder making a bunch of players miss. Passes it out in the open. No one there. 4 seconds left on this one as this ball is dumped into the Giant Gabrus zone. And we will head to the intermission. 3-2 your margin for U18 Summer Ball Hockey. It's the JHL on Silent Ice TV. To 2 your score. 1 period remaining here for this evening's matchup between Giant Gabrus and the Tigers. U18 Summer Ball Hockey. The JHL is on Silent Ice TV. I'm Graham Mosman. We are underway. It has been a barn burner of a game so far. Some ball hockey games you get absolutely bonkers scores. Ours looking a little bit more traditional here, but that does not do service to what a good game this has been offensively. Great chances both ways as it looks like we'll have another one here as Giant Gabrus trying to find a zone. Tigers able to push on that one as Kylan Elliott been a very nice addition, I would suppose, to this roster here for the Tigers. Is pushing that into the zone. He's getting Irish. Been all over this one. Elliott takes it. He will lose it. Nice defensive work on that one by Joe Hall. As Joe Hall will get it up to his partner who is swarmed by Tigers. The thing you never want to be swarmed by. I would prefer bees over Tigers. Chance there here for Giant Gabrus though. Open lane, shoots! Rebound! Tigers jump on it and they won't be able to clear one of the best opportunities we've seen for Giant Gabrus so far, but that will be an icing call as they will reset and try to make this a 3-3 marker. Mander coming on for Giant Gabrus. Also, we'll see Binder and Ravdeep Sindhu as well as unknown player. Has the ball now. Pushed up against the wall by Alex Lupien. Lupien will get it back to his partner. As a chance now here for William Purchase, who will lose it. Trying to go cross surface there. Giant Gabrus comes up on it. That ball fired on net and knocked away by the goaltender. There to meet that one is Mander, who will push it into the zone. Binder gets it across. Player takes it. Player curls around, pushes it back, and Mander will have to fight off the check from Ben DeBolt. DeBolt will come up with it though. DeBolt tries to go for the snipe in between the legs, but waiting there is Vardy Binder, who will push it across. Binder gets it to Bajwa. Bajwa now passes it across. Sidhu pushed off the ball there by Andrews. Player has it. Puck stolen away by Joel Hilton. Hilton will go for the bounce pass, and chasing it down is Ben DeBolt. DeBolt with a chance. Open lane here for Purchase. Backhander, that will go wide and out of danger. Giant Gabrus now going for their chance in the offensive zone as Player passes back to Binder. Binder waits, holds, dekes, waits, fires. That'll go just wide as Sindhu waiting there to pick it up. Tigers push them off the ball. A nice heads-up play there by Shergill to knock that down and keep it into the attacking zone for Giant Gabrus. Joe Hall pushes it up. Sidhu loses that one. That'll go up into the corner. Ball runs out over and is fired around the net as the Tigers try to do the little bounce pass off the wall. Keep an eye out. The Tigers have used this chance a few times here as Giant Gabrus looking for a chance. This ball fired on net. That'll go just wide right. Binder there, able to take it, turns around, fires it on net, and that will go off someone's shin pads. And jumping on it is Brooke Irish, unable to do so though, as Player will be there to meet it. Player takes it, backhands it, ball rolls out. Sidhu pushes it up, and Binder will jump on it here. Binder looking for a lane, passes across, shoots. What a save by Kane Krichinyan as what a chance there by Ravdeep Sidhu to tie this one up. Giant Gabrus will send that signaling into the Tigers zone. We will reset it, do it with Giant Gabrus on the defensive side here. Keep an eye out for number 14, Carter Davison, as they go to take this face-off. They have been all over the ball tonight, and they win that one. Ball goes across to Ethan Irish, who will fire that one on net. It'll go wide. Gill fights off that check, curls around, pushes ahead. Irish there waiting for it. Gill tries to power it ahead, and that will go end to end, and we will head back to the other end. As the Tigers look to nab an insurance marker. 8:44 left here in the third period. 3-2 lead in favor of the Tigers. Giant Gabrus, maybe not the most offensive game, but they have made the most of their opportunities when they have come up, as Kara is there to meet that one. That ball pushed behind the net. Gill loses that one to Furland. Furland takes it. Irish with a chance now. That ball fired on net, into and out of the goal. I thought it got caught up in the goalie's pads. It was not the case, as Ethan Irish fires that one. It comes in and out of the net so fast, even I didn't catch it. Bless our well-trained officials for keeping an eye on that one. I would have missed it. I was looking right at it. I'd say I need my glasses checked, but these are brand new. I'm not telling you from where, though, because they're not paying us. We are back underway here, 4-2, your score in favor of the Tigers. 8:16 left here in summer ball hockey action. The JHL on Silent Ice TV. Oof, going for a spin and a fall is Brar, as chance now here for the Tigers. Davison trying to find a lane, does not. Jumping on that one is Binder. Binder will get it to Dollywall. Dollywall fights off a check. Tries to get it back to Binder, which they will do. Binder takes it, pushes off the forecheck from Brassard. And looks like we'll have a hand pass. No, that is a penalty, as Ghaint Gabrus will go to the penalty kill for the first time here today. Oh, correction. Or looks like we'll have two players chirping at each other, and they will sit down. Pair of unsportsmanlike conducts on either side of this one, as Mander sits, and a Tigers player who I cannot see their number will sit down as well. Our head official today determining that the chirping was a little over the line, shall we say. And those two young men will go for a 2-minute forced break. This ball jumps out loose. Mander jumps on that one. Mander there pushes it ahead. Aggression, that's Bajwa. Apologies. The gold numbers look very cool. Can be a little hard to spot at times. As jumping up on that one is Kylan Elliott. Elliott looking for his zone, fires that one on. That'll be blocked and pushed away. Player snags it. Pushed off the puck by Alex Ball off of Alex Lupien, who will lose it to Marlo Andrews. Andrews will take it. Player will jump on them. Player number 2 has it now. This ball fired on net. Player takes it. Goes for the deke. Unable to find it. Shoots that one up. It is into and out of the glove of the Tendy. As the Tigers will try to jump on that one. Unable to do so, though. As now Sash Bajwa comes up with that one. Bajwa unable to find the lane. We'll have a 2-on-1 here in favor of the Tigers. Elliott fires that one on net off the post. Ghaint Gabrus comes ahead now, and they will have a chance here on the 3-on-2 pass across. Joe Hall to Player. Player fires it, knocked down by the Tigers defenseman, as Joe Hall keeps trying to chase down that loose ball. And coming up for it will be a 2-on-1 in favor of the Tigers. Passes across. Elliott takes it, turns around, goes for the dangle, curls it, shoots it, goes behind the net. Joe Hall will be there to take that one. Joe Hall goes for the punt. Goes into and out of the hands of number 7, Ravdeep Sidhu, excuse me. Irish pushes it into the zone. There to meet it is DeBolt, who will backhand it on. Chance now for Elliott, unable to jump on that loose puck. It was ball. One day I'll get it right. Ghaint Gabrus pushes the ball up the turf. They will go too quickly. That will be an offside. Gotta say, really big fan of the ball hockey rule set and the floating blue line. You enter the attacking zone as you normally would in our standard NHL game, but once you are in there, you have the whole half of the ice to work with, which is a very fun, cool rule set. That's Marty Binder there, who wins the face-off. Coming up for it will be Shergill. Shergill will lose it as the Tigers jump on that loose ball, and Nathan Feuder will go for a run. Feuder pushes it up the boards into the Ghaint Gabrus territory, and coming to the end of the shift is Joel Hilton, who will not chase that one down. As we have the icing call, we'll head back to the other end of the rink. Great opportunity here for Ghaint Gabrus to pull this one to a 1-goal lead. 5:07 left here in the third period. Binder, Dinsa, and Gill unable to jump on that ball as the Tigers will come storming back into the zone. Ash Furlan now takes it, pops up, ball gets caught up, but the Ghaint Gabrus will come up for it. Unable to push it through though is Uday Gill as the Tigers will take it and push it back the other way. Hilton fires, shoots and scores! That ball left the stick so fast. Almost looked like it was teleported behind the goaltender as Joel Hilton makes this a 5-2 lead in favor of the Tigers. Ball is dropped. We are underway. Kara there takes it, pushes across to his defensive partner as Bajwa pushes it down net. Chance now for Ghaint Gabrus, who are unable to track that one down. .4:23 left in this one. Tigers looking to pad this lead. 5-2 the margin at the moment. Chance now here for Ghaint Gabrus, unable to find a zone though, and the Tigers will push them off. Ooh, we will have a penalty on that one, as going to sit for a couple minutes is going to be one of the players who's had an unreal offensive game. That'll be a slashing call, I would imagine. Going against Ethan. Oh, they're going to call that a roughing on Ethan Irash. Gabrus looking for a chance now here, but the Tigers will be able to clear the zone. As they reset. 3:40 left in this one, $1:40 left in the Ghaint Gabrus power play. As this ball is unable to clear the zone, and the Tigers will have a chance here jumping on this one. 2-on-1. Chance now. Tigers going for the backhander. Unable to do so, though, as that ball is just out of the reach of William Purchase. Chance out here for the Tigers. Ball on net. Backhander goes behind. Jumps back and forth. As looks like the Tigers will jump in on that one, although lots of speed there. So that ball is fired and pushed wide. As we have a chance near now for the Tigers to jump on that loose ball. As we get this one all set up, Binder now with a chance, fires that one just a hair off. Binder on the rebound, shoots, what a save! Loose ball jumped on. Stick taps for Kane Kirchelin as they were able to save that one. .2:22 left in this one, 24 seconds here on the power play. As Ghaint Gabrus will try to snag this one, Joe Van Brar pushes that one across the end boards. Ball is loose, goes end to end. Tigers trying to jump on this one. Oof, there, if it not for Binder, that one could have been much, much worse as this power play comes to a close. Minute 50 left here in the third period. U18 JHL Ball Hockey is on Silent Ice TV. Tigers have a chance now here for the 3-on-2 DeBolt will take it. DeBolt pushes across looking for Davison. Davison unable to grab that though as the defenseman jumps on it. Ethan Irish takes it, waits for the pass, calls for it. DeBolt pushes it back. Irish goes to chase it down. Gets it ahead to the unnamed player who will have a zone, shoots, and that one will go wide over the right shoulder of your Tigers goaltender. Binder shoots that one into the Tigers zone. Irish is there to meet it. Player fires and scores! 59.2 seconds left, a open lane, a fiery shot, and this game is only a 2-goal lead now in favor for the Tigers. We are not done yet. As our officials will scrum up. And timeout is called by Ghaint Gabrus. Gotta imagine they'll pull the goaltender and plan something to try to make this a tie game. Who knows in the world of summer ball hockey? Shout out to our PA announcer and our music DJ for getting us properly hyped for the final 55 seconds of this one. Tigers fire that one end to end. Jumping up in the feet of the Gabrus player. That'll be Joe Brar. Brar pushes it ahead. Gets it across to Binder. Binder with it now. Binder passes this one across. Johal will take it. 30 seconds left in this one. Tries to find a zone. Tigers take it. Fired it end to end. Off the post and into the goal. As this becomes a 6-3 margin. The empty net goal celebrated with the appropriate amount of goofiness, I would say, from Alex Lupien. Six to 3 your score here, 27.7 seconds left here on this one. As we match up our in-house and on-service score clock. Ball is dropped. We are underway for the final 25 seconds of this one. Chance now here for Ghaint Gabrus. Unable to find the zone. Tigers will jump up with it, fire that one end to end. They're going to call that a deflection. And this clock will just run out here as we can call it a final. Or can in 5 seconds anyway, or maybe not. Here, Ghaint Gabrus the chance. This ball fired on net. That'll go just wide. Now that'll do it. Your winner this evening in the U18 JHL Ball Hockey Division, the Tigers by a margin of 6-3. As we head to our For Vengeance Media 3 stars of the game at third star from the Tigers, Kylan Elliott, who is every bit of his number 87 namesake throughout this game. For Gabrus, we have number 18 in Vardy Binder, who had a couple of unreal chances throughout this one. This game could have been very different if he finds the lane on just a few of those. And our first star, who we'll speak to in just a moment, number 1, Ethan Irish, or Burnash. We'll talk to him very shortly, just after handshakes, here on Silent Ice TV. And we are back here with Alex Lupien to wrap this one up here on Silent Ice TV. Alex, fantastic game. Congratulations. What was it that you folks saw that let you put up 6 goals on this team?
You know, we just got balls in deep. You know, we were working, grinding in the corners, getting that puck and ball, out of the zone. And
so I've been saying puck all game and feeling like a goober. So it's good to know it's not just me. Who's one teammate whose performance you really loved tonight?
Number 20. He was an affiliate tonight, Ben DeBull. I think he worked really hard. You know, he had 2 goals, but one of them was called off. But you know.
Great game. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Alex. We will see you down the road here on Silent Ice TV.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for us here for this one on Silent Ice TV. It's JHL Summer Ball Hockey.